Good evening, everybody. It's Laurren Darr with Left Paw Press and International Association of Pet Fashion Professionals. I am coming to you live tonight so that I can share with you the latest introduction for a book that we have, and it is the Pet Fashion Coloring and Activity Book. And I wanted to let you know all about the book and what it entails and, why we introduced it. It is a little different than the other coloring books that we've done because it not only has coloring pages in it, it's different from the Dala coloring books because it has the coloring pages, but it also has some activities in the coloring book itself also. And it's a little bit different because most of our coloring books are made for people to, have as therapy and, it has the mantras in it and those kinds of things. This one is for a variety of an audience, I guess is what I would say. And that audience is pet fashion professionals or anybody that's interested in fashion illustration style and coloring in that style. And we'll get to some of those pages and those things that I'll show you in here because it's something that could really help a person that is in the fashion world practice their colorization techniques and those kinds of things. So that's what it is and who it's for, but there are plenty of folks out there that are just going to love some of the things that they see in here because we have a huge variety of different animals depicted that you could color the pages on. And so what I'm going to do is see if we can go over to screen sharing, and that way I will share some here in the book itself. It's try it. So there we go. Perfect. This is the cover, of course, of the Pet Fashion Coloring and Activity Book. And inside the book itself, it's black and white like you would expect any coloring book to be. And so let me go through and just show you some of the things that are in here because I think it's really cool, some of the things that we've included, and things like connect the dots, that's included in here. But then here you'll see there's a dog in an outfit, and that is something that you can color in. And if you're a pet fashion professional, you can practice your colorization techniques of your fashion illustrations. There's crossword puzzles, other fashion pieces, pages that you can color in here. Here is a cat that's wearing a bow. One of those other things that you can practice coloring on, more connect the dots. Birds in pet fashion, copy the picture, another dog in a pet fashion outfit. That's a Chihuahua, I believe, in a very fashionable coat. And then cats, of course. And like this maze that you can go through, just a lot of things through here that you can use to really practice your coloring techniques, and in addition to that, stimulate your brain to continue to stay creative. And that's one of the reasons that I loved putting this book together, is because it has so much included in it that's really going to help stimulate creativity, hopefully give you peace in that process, as coloring has been proven in many studies to do. And at the same time, there's just some fun activities. So, you could do it as a parent or grandparent and child thing. You could do it as like I said, a pet fashion professional that's wanting to practice some of your colorization techniques. Get the book, maybe use your watercolors on it or colored pencils and those kinds of things. And just really get in there and mix it up with this book. I'm so happy that we've been able to put this together and include so many different types of animals, especially since pet fashion is really branching out from just being small dogs in pet fashion. Here's a maze. Isn't that amazing? Okay, excuse me while I entertain myself. So, a wedding couple, a cat wedding couple here, a matching game, a dog and a bird and a person and a horse. But like I was saying, pet fashion really is branching out from just being centered on little dogs, and it's becoming inclusive of even larger breeds of dogs. There are some designers that are specializing in specific types of dog breeds. And then we run the gamut on the different types of animals that different fashions are being made for. And it's really coming from both a practical perspective and a need for things. So, for example, I'm seeing some of these flight suits that are made for birds, and those are used to be more sanitary in an environment. That's one example of a really practical reason for developing a pet fashion line. But of course, you're always going to have those folks that are designing things to, just match our humans and how we're dressing on a regular basis also. So let me just click through here. Chickens. Chickens are becoming really big in the pet fashion world. So I wanted to just give you a sense of what was included in the pet fashion coloring and activity book. It's available now on Amazon. We're really excited and happy to introduce this through both International Association of Pet Fashion Professionals and Left Paw Press. There's really not something out there on the market that specifically meets the needs of pet fashion pros. And you're going to see a lot more of that coming out of Left Paw Press this year, in particular with some of the books that we're introducing. And if you're interested in knowing about that, go back and look at our video of our 2017 preview. I'm really proud of the things that we're going to be showing and introducing here in this next year. And with that, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in and listening. Go to Amazon.com if you'd like to get a copy. I would also love to have your feedback on the book itself. And have a wonderful evening, everybody.